I hate making this video, but I think it needs said. Well, I'll give it a shot, see if I can get it worded where it makes any sense. But I think guys in the trades, 99% of us really care. We really want to do our stuff really right. We all make mistakes, every single one of us. And when we do, we take it pretty personal. Now, I'm saying that to say this. Most of us have a team that works around us. Most of us depend on other people in other trades, or, well, our trade, but other segments of our trade. And we get to know these people through the years, and we like them, and we trust them, and we work with them regularly. And, you know, sometimes they have a problem. I think as people, we tend to want to rip off somebody's head and their shit down their neck, you know, and we don't really, we're not looking at the big picture. We're not figuring maybe what's behind that. And again, we all make mistakes. We need to realize other people make mistakes. It's real easy to be a hothead. I'm a hothead. Or I think as I age here, maybe I'm learning a little bit. I hope I am. That, you know, stuff does happen. Maybe instead of burning a bridge and blowing up and using up all those years you've built trying to work with people, you try and get a dialogue going. You try and figure out what happened. Plus, a lot of these people are our friends, and if they're in trouble, you know, I think we need to be there to support them, not maybe tear them down. Because hopefully everything will come back together and everybody will be able to work together again. And none of us really want to see somebody else suffer and go through a bunch of stuff and then pile on and add to it just because something didn't go our way. And I mean, none of this I'm saying applies to that 1% out there that can just screw up everything. I'm talking about the people we know we can depend on, and we know that are good at their trade, and we know that care. And I think we need to support these people. I seriously don't think any of them ever go out there with the intention of not doing their best. I know I try to do my best every time I do something, and every once in a while I'll drop the ball. Something will go wrong. I try to make it right, but stuff goes wrong. And I don't think if any of us think that we never make a mistake. Put it this way, if you're going to get really pissy whenever somebody does something, whenever somebody messes something up of yours, if you're so arrogant that you think you never made a mistake in your life, well, then I guess go to town on them. But maybe you remember that we all kind of screw up, every one of us. And maybe show, look, I want, if somebody does make a mistake, I want them to do their best to resolve it. If they're blowing me off, well, my forgiveness may end. But I do think we need to work with people. We need to remember they're in the same business we are. They're going through the same shit we are. We got to remember how we feel when something like that goes on before we jump down somebody else's throat. And I don't think any of us appreciate, I think maybe we appreciate it in our own point. I'm not sure. But I mean, tradesmen go through some stuff. This is not an easy life. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not saying I'm suffering from it. But there is pressure. And because we don't want to cost ourselves money. We don't want to cost somebody else unnecessary money. We don't want to make a mistake. We don't want to ruin a reputation. Just a whole lot. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes on in any of the trades, any of the skilled trades. And I'm thinking, I don't know how we support each other a little bit, but maybe instead of tearing each other apart and worrying about competition and everything else, especially in today's world, I know a few people are going through some stuff. Maybe try and find a way to work with them. Maybe try and find a way to help them. It may help you someday too. That's all I'm thinking.
It might turn out to mean a lot more to somebody than you think it will.
Yeah, it might.